In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a new Rainbow Loom bracelet called the Long Cross Triple Fishtail. So you're going to need one loom, and as you can see, I have my loom set up. I have taken the center row of pins out, and also I have the blue connector pieces moved to the ends, so I have an open area in the very center, which is where I'm going to be making my bracelet. I've chosen 3 colors for this bracelet. I have red, white, and blue. That's going to be the front and back. And then I've chosen black for the sides. So we're going to be working in this open area right here, and I'm going to be using these 8 pins right here. So I'm going to take my first color, which I have red, and I'm going to start on the right hand side on the first pin that I have open that's going to be clear from this blue connector piece so that my bracelet can work its way down through the center. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to place the band up and to the left diagonally and twist, and then push down. Then I'm going to take my second color, which I have white. I'm going to go to the next pin up on the right. Again, I'm going to stretch it diagonally and to the left and twist, and then push down. Now I'm going to take my third color, which I have blue. I'm going to go up to the next pin above, again stretch it up diagonally to the left and twist, and then push down. And then finally I have black, and I'm going to start at the very top pin up and stretch it all the way down to the bottom left diagonally. So it's a very long stretch, and I'm going to twist. So it would be helpful if you had rubber bands that are pretty stretchy for this long piece, because it is a far reach. And that's what my bottom layer is going to look like. So again, I'm going to do red. The colors are always going to be in the same spots, so I'm going to start and stretch my way up to the bottom left with red. Then I'm going to take a white, go to the next one up, put a second white on. This time you don't have to twist, only the bottom layer. And then I'm going to go to blue, put on a second blue, stretch it up and to the left, and then finally a black, start at the top, stretch it all the way down to the bottom left. And then you want to push that down. And now I'm going to do a third layer. Again, I'm going to start with red and stretch it up diagonally to the left, then white, and then finally blue for the top, and then black to cross it all the way, stretch it all the way down. So now I have 3 layers on, and I want to take the bottom layer off, so I'm going to work in the same pattern as what I started, the way I put them on. So I'm going to start here with the red, grab the very bottom band and pull it out and over the top. Now I want to release the other side of the red, so I'm going to grab the bottom and pull it over the top. So next I want to take the bottom white off, so I'm going to start on the right, pull it out and over the top, and then I'm going to go to the opposite side, grab the bottom, pull it over the top. I'm going to go up to blue, grab it from the bottom and pull it over the top, and then the other side, grab the bottom and pull it over the top. And then finally I'm going to do black, going to grab the bottom black, pull it up and over, and then at the very bottom here, grab the bottom black and pull it over the top. So there is one thing that I'd like to say before I continue with this bracelet, and that is you can see that this black band, the way that it is strung, on the bottom left it's much closer to the left hand side and on the top right it's much closer to the right hand side. So as you release these bands that stretch across it, sometimes they are a little uneven. They might look like there's more on one side of the black than the other. So what I would suggest is, as you are doing the bracelet and you complete each row, I would make sure that each one of your bands that stretch across your black are even. So you can just tug on one side or the other so you think it looks like it's got the same amount of band on each side. Because if you don't even them out, your fishtail is going to have a fatter loop on one side and a skinnier loop on the other side. So I want to push all that down, and I'm going to continue with the same pattern. I'm back to red. I'm going to start at the bottom right and stretch it up diagonally. Next I'm on to white. Again, stretch it up diagonally to the left. And then at the top we have blue. Stretch it up and diagonal. And then I'm going to do black. It's going to start at the very top right and stretch all the way down to the bottom left. And again, we want to take the bottom layer off. I'm going to start with red. Grab the bottom one, pull it out and over the top. And now the opposite side. Now I'm to white. Grab the bottom, pull it over the top. And now the opposite side, we're going to pull the bottom and pull it over. And now the blue. So I want to grab the bottom and pull it over the top. And now the other side. And then finally the black. Grab the bottom and pull it over. And then the very bottom black and pull it over. And now I want to look at my bands to see if they look like they're even. Red looks fairly even. White looks like I should pull it to the right a little bit. And you can see blue looks pretty uneven here, so what I'm going to do is grab this right side and pull it a little bit until they look like they have an even amount of band on either side of the black. And then I want to push all that down, and I'm going to just start all over again with red. Start at the bottom right, stretch up diagonally, onto white, and then blue, and then I'm going to take black from the very top, stretch it across all three of the other bands and down to the left. And you want to make sure when you put them on that your bands do not overlap on the pins. You want to keep them in the same order that you put them on, because that will make a difference. Now I'm going to release the red. So starting at the bottom, pull it over the top, go to the opposite side. Now the white, and then the blue. And then finally the black. And again, I want to check to make sure it looks like I have an even amount of band on either side of the black, which it looks like I do. Maybe just pull a tiny bit of the blue here. So I'm just going to continue in this same pattern, and when I get to the point where my bracelet is long enough and I'm ready to take it off, I will show you what to do. When you have your bracelet to the length that you'd like it and you're ready to take it off the loom, what you're going to do is follow the same pattern that you've been doing. Start with the red, take the very bottom band and pull it over the top. Go to the opposite side of the red and take that bottom band off. Then you want to go up to the white, take the bottom band off. Go to the other side of the white, take that bottom band off. Go up to the blue and take the bottom one off. Go to the opposite side of the blue and take that off. And then you want to go to the black, take the bottom one, and then go down to the other side of the black and take the bottom one of that off. Now what you should have left is one band on every pin. And what you're going to do is start with the red, put it on your hook. You can hold on to it with your finger, go across diagonally to the other red, go down through the center, pick it up onto your hook, and then loop the bottom red through the top, and then put it back on the pin. Now work your way up to white, pick it up, put it on the hook. You can hold it on with your finger again, go to the opposite side, pick up the second white, and loop the bottom through the top, and then put it back on the pin. Now go up to the blue on the right hand side, pick it up onto your hook, hold on to it, go across to the opposite side, pick up that blue, again loop the bottom through the top. Then I'm going to put it back on the pin. Now I want to take the black that is over here. I'm going to pick that up on my hook. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to go back to the blue, pick that up. I'm going to loop the bottom through the top. Then I'm going to go over to the white, put the hook down through the center, again loop the bottom, which is the white, through the top, which is blue. Then I'm going to put that back on the pin. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom black, get that on my hook, hold it with my finger, pick up the red, loop the bottom through the top, and now I'm going to go over to the white, which is the last one I have on the pin, and I can take it off, and then I'm going to loop the white through the red, so I'm left with one single band. And I'm going to take my clip. I have an S clip. I'm going to hook it through, and then I'm going to come to the other side. Now what I want to do on the other side is get these bands a little bit more together. So I'm going to take the white bands and loop them through the blue, and then I'm going to pick up the red bands and loop them through as well. Just makes it a little tighter at the end, and it makes less bands to attach onto the hook. And then I'm going to attach it to my S clip, and here is the bracelet. It's red, white, and blue on the front and the back, and then it's got your black on the sides.